Death, it's the greatest mystery we'd all have to face. But what if I told you that what happens after we die is far more fascinating than you ever imagined? It's a subject that has sparked endless debates across cultures and religions, and science is starting to catch up. So what really happens? Is there a bright light? Do we get a final replay of our lives, or is it just an eerie silence? Stay tuned as we dive deep into the shocking and mysterious truths. You might just change the way you look at life and death. Consciousness after death. Are we still there? Ever wondered if you know you've died? Recent studies suggest that for a brief period after death, you may be more aware than you'd expect. Researchers from New York University Langone Health found that after the heart stops, the brain can remain active for up to several minutes. During this time, brain waves, specifically gamma waves associated with consciousness, still fire. This period of awareness might explain those out-of-body experiences people describe, where they see themselves on the operating table or floating above their own body. What's even more surprising, patients have recounted hearing entire conversations after being declared clinically dead. Though this window is short, between 20 seconds to a few minutes, it raises compelling questions about the nature of consciousness and whether it can exist without a living body. The brain's last hurrah, a replay of your life. Imagine this. Just before you pass on, your brain hits the play button on the highlight reel of your life. A study documented brain waves in a dying patient and found that gamma oscillations, those linked to memory, peaked right before and after death. This phenomenon, often described as life recall, suggests that the brain may replay significant moments from your life in those final seconds. What's even more captivating is that these findings have been corroborated in animal studies as well, where similar brain activity was observed in rats during their final moments. While we can't conclusively say this happens to everyone, the evidence hints at the possibility that dying isn't just a sudden blackout, but might come with one last vivid review of life. Near-death experiences. More than just hallucinations. Near-death experiences have long been a subject of intrigue. The tunnel of light, the sensation of floating, overwhelming peace. These aren't just the stuff of Hollywood. Dr. Sam Parnia's research at New York University Langone reveals that near-death experiences could be linked to reduced blood flow and abnormal electrical activity in the brain. These are real physiological reactions, not just hallucinations. A study involving 567 patients who were revived after cardiac arrest found that a surprising number of survivors reported these experiences, describing them as far more lucid and vivid than dreams. They often include feelings of peace, detachment from the body, and even encounters with deceased loved ones. With over 20% of revived patients recounting these detailed experiences, scientists are beginning to acknowledge near-death experiences as more than just figments of imagination. Life after death, consciousness beyond biology. And then there's the really mind-bending possibility. Does consciousness continue after the body dies? Dr. Parnia's study suggests that there may be a form of awareness that persists even after brain activity has stopped. This controversial idea has gained traction as more and more patients describe highly detailed recollections of events during their time dead, some even describing things they could not have known, like conversations or actions taken by doctors. These accounts are not explained away by simple memory glitches. Some researchers speculate that consciousness might not be solely tied to the physical body, hinting at something far more mysterious. If proven, this could completely reshape our understanding of life, death, and what comes after. Seeing your life flash before your eyes, fact or fiction? The idea that your life flashes before your eyes when you die might not be just an urban myth. The same gamma oscillations linked to memory recall are also present during death, meaning the brain could literally be firing memories like a film reel in those final moments. One documented case even showed that a dying patient experienced a surge of neural activity that resembled the pattern seen during dreaming and memory recall. Scientists believe this phenomenon, called life recall, might explain why many people who have near-death experiences report vivid memories of their life flashing before them. It's like the brain's final act of storytelling, a goodbye montage that only you get to see. The science of near-death experiences. Can we measure the afterlife? Near-death experiences have intrigued both scientists and spiritual seekers for decades. Many people who undergo these experiences report vivid encounters with bright lights, feelings of overwhelming peace, or even meetings with deceased loved ones. These accounts often feel more real to those who experience them than waking life itself, leading researchers to question whether consciousness persists beyond physical death. In recent studies, researchers have utilized advanced brain imaging techniques to observe brain activity during near-death moments, offering fascinating glimpses into the brain's behavior. The challenge, however, lies in determining whether these experiences are purely biological phenomena, or if they provide insights into an afterlife. With advancements in neuroscience, scientists are getting closer to mapping out brain patterns during death, potentially unlocking mysteries that blur the lines between life and death. As more data is collected, it might reveal how consciousness continues to operate in the final moments, pushing us toward a better understanding of what, if anything, lies beyond the veil of death. Is death just a gradual shutdown? Many of us imagine death as a clear-cut, definitive moment, where life simply ends in an instant. However, research reveals that the process is far from instantaneous. The body's systems don't just stop all at once. Rather, death is a slow and complex shutdown, with different organs and cells dying at various rates. After the heart ceases to pump blood, brain cells don't immediately die. Instead, they undergo a prolonged decline, sometimes remaining functional for minutes or even hours. This gradual process, known as cellular death, involves a cascade of biochemical changes that slowly spread throughout the body. Some organs, such as the liver and kidneys, can remain viable for organ donation hours after death, further challenging our understanding of when death truly occurs. The realization that brain cells can survive for a time after clinical death is especially significant for scientists developing new resuscitation techniques. As technology advances, we might one day be able to halt or reverse this process, pushing the boundaries of life and death. Could death feel like a dream? What if dying feels more like falling into a deep sleep than anything else? Brainwave studies show striking similarities between the state of the brain during death and its activity during dreaming. Both involve gamma oscillations, which are linked to memory retrieval, dreaming, and econ meditation. This has led some scientists to theorize that the transition into death may feel like slipping into a lucid dream, where memories and reality merge into one final experience. The resemblance between these brain states may offer comfort, suggesting that the process of dying might be as peaceful and surreal as falling asleep. Life review, a common experience. One of the most common themes in near-death experiences is the life review. People describe reliving key moments, from joyous occasions to moments of regret, often with startling clarity. Recent research suggests that this isn't just a psychological phenomenon, but also a biological one. The brain, in its final moments, may be accessing and replaying stored memories as part of its dying process. In studies involving patients who were resuscitated after being clinically dead, a significant number reported experiencing these reviews, feeling not only the emotions they had at the time, but also a profound sense of understanding. Imagine watching your life unfold as if you're not only the star, but also the audience, reflecting on every decision you've made. The ultimate mystery: what happens next? And here's the million-dollar question: what really happens after death? While science has provided insight into the dying process and the potential for consciousness to linger, what comes next remains the ultimate mystery. Is there an afterlife, a continuation of existence, or does everything just fade to black? Some researchers propose theories of a collective consciousness or a transition to another form of existence, but none of these ideas can be proven. Yet, what we do know is that death, much like life, is a journey we are only beginning to understand. And there you have it, the mysterious truth about what really happens after we die, scientifically backed and more mind-blowing than you'd expect. But what do you think? Is consciousness truly gone after death, or is there more to the story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your theories. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the unknown, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.